You already know I don't like doing videos about children, and if I do, it's extenuating circumstances. Hello, everybody. This is the story of NOLUTHANDO MKHALIPHI and her daughter, WAMUHLE MKHALIPHI, who is 5 years old and has been abducted, allegedly, by her father, who is not a South African national. You see, mom and dad are not together. However, they had an amicable relationship. Wamuhle was living with her mom full time, and then on school holidays, they have an agreement with the father that she goes to visit the father during the holidays. This has been ongoing with no glitches and no problems for the last 3 years. On the 5th of January 2026, she contacted her baby daddy to find out when the daughter is coming back so that they can make arrangements for her back to school. He then informs her that they're not in the country, but they will be back. She didn't take that seriously because, as far as she knows, her daughter does not have a passport. And how can he leave the country with their daughter without informing her or her consent? Now, I must let you know that the father is from Congo, and so allegedly they are currently in Congo. You see, there's some bad news and good news around Congo. The bad news with Congo is that they have no child abduction agreements. Therefore, this is going to be very, very difficult. But there is light at the end of the tunnel. You see, Mom, Unolutando, she would speak with her daughter regularly. And this was through video calls. Nothing was amiss. Nothing raised red flags for her. There were no alarms at all. And her daughter, during their conversations, would continuously say, I'm coming home, I'm coming home, I'm coming home. Until the final phone call where she says, Dad says, I'm not coming back. Even though Congo doesn't have any agreements with regards to child abduction, plan to travel to Europe. And for that, I say thank goodness. You see, should he then travel to Europe with the child, then the abduction laws kick in. I want to read this comment so that I make sure to share the accurate information. So that anyone else with additional information, please make sure to comment down below. Mom is going to be watching the chat. Police in South Africa can't help with this situation, and unfortunately, this is going to be a long and expensive road. Congo is not a signatory to the Hague Convention on the Civil Aspects of International Child Abduction. You see, simply put, Congo is not part of the agreement of international child abduction. This is going to be difficult for the left hand and the right hand to talk to each other with regards to a child abduction case. By left hand and right hand, I mean South Africa and Congo, to reach an agreement so that the child can be returned safely back to her mom. So, because there's no agreement between South Africa and Congo, the family advocate and the Congo authorities, they cannot reach an agreement to fast track the return of the little girl. And because there is no agreement, this matter therefore has to occur on Congo soil. I appeal to you to exercise kindness and compassion in the comment section. A child is missing. We've covered Jocelyn Smith's case on this channel, and I appreciated all the compassion that everybody exercised in the comment section. However, this is a very different case. It still involves a child. The child is with her father, according to what the mother is aware of. However, it is also important to note that she is seeking help in getting her daughter back home, back to South Africa. She is in Congo, might be en route to Europe. How they left the country, she is not aware. Please stay to the end. I'm also going to clip her video where she explains the entire story. I'm just setting the scene with all the other parts that are not included within her video. So one thing that we can look forward to, or should I say is semi good news, is that he is going to be traveling to Europe. Hopefully he will be taking the child with him. And if that is the case, then the child abduction agreements can kick in, and then they can be facilitated between South Africa and the European country as long as that country is a member. But What she can do in the meantime is that, according to the comment that I read, she will need to appoint a local attorney in Congo to represent her to facilitate getting the child back. The child is in Congo. She was able to communicate with the baby daddy's cousin, who confirms that the child is in Congo. She is getting a lot of runaround because she has attempted since the 5th of January 2025 to contact the police and have them assist her, but she's getting a lot of runaround, and this is why I am also doing this video. I have been asked to do this video on her behalf so that anyone with any information that can assist, kindly, please contact your nearest police station or contact the Ivory Park police station.
MKHALIPHI, and I just want to talk about how Ivory Park police station is failing me with regards to opening a case. I went to the police station on the 5th of January to actually open a case of parental abduction. So what happened was, I have a 5-year-old daughter, and the daughter stays full-time with me here in Ivory Park. And we have an arrangement with his dad that during the school holidays, the child goes to his dad and visits and then comes back. Even this time, they fetched the child on the 17th of December. So when they fetched the child, I would communicate with the child, do video calls to check up on the child. And the father of the child, we are not together. It's been like 4 years now. It's been 3 years now. We are not together. So this time what happened was, on Monday, on the 5th of December, he informed me that, because I was also trying to communicate with the father, asking him when are they coming back, when is he bringing back the child, as the schools are about to reopen on the 14th of Jan. And then he would say, no, the child will come back, I'll bring his things, the stationery and everything. So on the 5th, he texts me saying that they went home. I'm like, home where? He's like, in Congo. In Congo, how? And then he's like, they went home. They will be back. I'm like, okay. I also didn't believe that. I mean, like, how is that even possible that you can just tell me right now that we went home? I called his brother. The brother didn't pick up. I tried calling the cousin picked up. And then the cousin was like, I also don't know, but let me try to call and find out. They called, and he did say that there's people that are confirming that he's actually there in Congo. Therefore, I went to the police station to open a case. And then they said, to the Ivory Park police station, they said that they are not sure which case to open for me because he's also the father of the child. He has the right. So I need to go and also consult with the children's court to find out which case I need to open. I went to children's courts, and they did say that I need to go to the family advocate. They're also able to assist with the bringing back of the child to South Africa. So what happened was, when I went to the family advocate, to the family court, because also my brother is helping me in this whole thing. He went to the Department of International Relations and Cooperations in Pretoria. As soon as he got there, they confirmed that there is a case of parental abduction that needs to be opened regarding this whole incident. And then they informed him that we need to send them the case number and the information of what actually happened. Okay, I come back to the police station to inform them that I need to open a case of parental abduction. Still, a case is not opened. It was on the 6th. On the 6th in the morning, I went to his place to check, and then I find out that he moved out. He sold his things. They told me, the neighbors, that he was selling his things on the marketplace. I went to the brother's place. He also sold his things. The places are empty. I went to check. I came back, still went back to the police station. They still didn't fix. They still didn't open the case. And also, when I go to the family advocate, they also sent me back to the social workers that I need to go to the social development so that they can also assist me. We called them over the phone because the lady that was helping me there at the the social development, and then we had to call because it's different sectors, so we had to call the social workers, and then they called, and then they said this thing is a case. There has to be a case that is opened by the police regarding this whole thing. I came back to the police, and then they later agreed that okay, it is a case. They will open a case. However, they need proof that no. They said, okay, they will open a case. I was like, okay. And then that was on Thursday. And then they said, I need to come on Friday this morning. I went to the police in Tembisa South, to the Kennel that was actually assisting me with the case, and then they tried communicating with the father of the child, and he didn't come to party. And then I came back, they said a case needs to be opened. I go again to check. Right now that is the case opened. I find that the case is still yet not opened, and they're waiting for the docket, as the docket was with this other lady from this Tembisa South. Even up to this far, the case is still not opened. I tried opening a case from the 1st of January, and I've been going to these places asking for help by myself, so that when they also have information, they just mix everything all together. But it's still Friday from the 5th of December. From the 5th of January to open a case, but today it's the 9th. A case is still yet not opened. However, they did confirm that a case needs to be opened for parental abduction. I'm also communicating with the father of the child, and I've also heard that they're planning on moving to the Europe, because that's where he's planning to reside with the child and everything. So I'm just hoping this video gets to the correct people, so that they can be able to assist me, as Ivory Park Police Station right now is currently failing me, as they have not opened a case. Even right now, I have not received an SMS. I've not received any information with regards to that a case has already been opened. Thank you.